Babes, welcome back to the channel. I am your beauty bestie, brown girl Bella, and welcome to the show. Welcome to another Sunday Sips. I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. First things first, let me grab my sunscreen because I need another dose. Let's see. Here we go. I need another quick dose of sunscreen. Who do we have here with us today? Hey, Maud, reporting for duty. Welcome in. Yes, you can't wait to hear. Listen, this title came because of what's happening to the beauty industry as a whole, but especially what is happening to Ami Cole specifically. And I posted something on my Instagram little reel, and I wanted to repeat the dialogue or expand the dialogue here to this platform because you guys are my babes and you know how much I love this beauty industry. But it's not all love in the beauty industry, baby. It's not all love. And unfortunately, we have to battle through a lot to get even a modicum of decency, respect, um, eyeballs. Like we're competing with so much. So my thought for today's discussion was, how long are we going to continue to chase our beauty dreams? How long are we going to continue to just continue in this hamster wheel of a race called beauty? And so I'm interested to hear your thoughts. You know, I got mine. And you can't wait to hear. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, let's go. Hey, Noelle, welcome in. Hugs, everybody. Never too much SPF. Exactly. It is your friend. And I had it on for a while before I came on live. And I needed to reapply. It's been 2 hours since I had it on. Take my time. I plan to. This is a discussion. Kat says, I have thoughts on Ami Cole, and I know people want me to post my Ami Cole video essay, but I don't know how productive that video essay will be. So many just may put my thoughts in chat. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta let your thoughts out and let the chips fall where they may. You know, like I said, I'm a straight shooter. Pow, pow. And I'm not going to hold back. I feel like we all have a stake in this game. We all could have done better, should have done better with the support that we give our Black owned products in as much as we do for Europeans, because myself included, I have a mixture of stuff today that I'm going to put on. Some are made by, other brands, more higher brands in terms of like their marketing budget and what they're able to spend on ingredients and the like. Whereas, some of them are, beauty brands that are made by African American women for African American women or any woman of color that should appeal to the masses, but don't always appeal to the masses. So we're going to get into all of that. And then, yes, I found my rose gold brush by Benefit. So we're putting that on, we're brushing. Hey Marcus, welcome in. Um, Kat says, but I'm still down to post that video essay. So if y'all see a video called Ami Cole, How to Lose a Message in Mass Marketing, come on up on my channel, then mind your business. I love it. I love it. I love it. So hopefully we'll get to hear a little bit of that today. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. When you are a brand that has some modicum of success, you have to have the infrastructure to keep that beast going. You know, it's not just about posting about your brand. It's about getting people talking about it, getting people to watch it, getting an understanding of who you're trying to reach, and then giving yourself an evaluation on how you are reaching those people. Are you doing enough? Do you have the right mix? Are you, posting consistently? Are you always coming out with new and different things? Are you teaching someone something new? Are you providing a service or a thought provoking conversation that gets people in and talking about your brand? Speaking of which, let me get some people in here talking about me, the brand. And if you have not yet done so, please thumbs up this video, thumbs up this live, share it out to your friends, to your foes, to all you know, and let them know Brown Girl Bella is the place to be for luxury beauty, skincare, conversations, and everything you need to know and more. Don't just come in, subscribe to get Bellified. All right, let me send my link out to folks and get them all here talking about this as well. But let me tell you why I did this. So maybe a couple of years ago, I had a conversation with one of my sorority sisters, and she was telling me how Ami Collet is a new beauty brand and that she had actually taught her. And so she was like, oh, Shannon, you should review her. You should try her products, maybe even get her as a boss babe. And I was like, okay, yeah, bet. And so I researched it and I was like, okay, yeah, I got it. And lo and behold, stuff kept coming out and she kept winning awards. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. But as always, something else like piqued my curiosity, piqued my attention, and off I was down the rabbit hole with something else. And so I always thought that I could circle the block and come back to her. And when I saw that post and then read that article, I was crushed. I was really crushed. And I was crushed because I should have and I could have done more. When I first heard about the brand, I should have immediately gone out and gotten it, like I do any other brand that I'm passionate about or that I'm excited about. And I was excited, and I still am excited about her brand. And I feel like I missed the boat. I missed the opportunity. And so what happens when people stop talking about the brand and talking about, what they love about it? It goes by the wayside. And so I felt like with that missed opportunity and people not talking about it, I just feel like we missed that opportunity to share in the development of this brand. And so, I feel like we all could have done better because there's many beauty reviewers on here, many beauty content creators, and we all kind of review the same things. There are some that break out of the box and will review independent brands, will interview even TikTok brands that we've never heard of before. And so my thought was, instead of focusing on all those European brands and brands that, when they want us to do something, the first thing out of their mouths is, we'll send you the product for a review. And I'm like, okay, well, I can buy my own product. What I really need is for a brand to support my brand, Brown Girl Bella, and not just give me product, but also invest in me as a brand, invest in me as a reviewer, have enough respect for me as you do some other content creators, and you automatically pay them what they are worth for the opportunity for them to put your brand in their mouths. But yet you won't extend the same courtesy to a smaller brand. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Um, Kat says, also, just to be clear, I love Ami Collet um, as a brand. I know what I may say today may portray something else, but it comes out of love. No, I want to hear your thoughts, especially if you've tried the brand, because I've never tried the brand. I went in when I heard about this, and I went to her site immediately to go and get some products. Lo and behold, the products that would fit my skin type, they were all sold out. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because I don't have that much history of the brand, but I immediately thought, hey, wow, maybe people are, starting to buzz about this brand and want to help it out and are buying more of her products. So then I walked over my little happy fingers to Sephora, and I was like, okay, let me grab some things from Sephora. And so I filled my cart up because they had my tinted moisturizer in my complexion, and they had some other things that I wanted to get for the complexion. So I loaded it up, and then I put in her new lip balm, and I think I put in her mascara as well. Even though, mascara is mascara, and I have some formulas that I absolutely love, but again, wanted to try this brand out and wanted to try as many things under her product umbrella as I could, so I can give a reasonable review based on what products I was able to get. So then, I got ADD like a mug. So I was finishing up editing the video that some of you might have seen on Instagram. And so I was editing that. I uploaded it, and then I left it alone. Hey, got it, Lion. I see you, eyes front. I see you. Um, so I was busy editing that. And then, like I said, I didn't check for it. I didn't look at, any analytics or whatever, because really it was about getting the message out there. It wasn't about, ooh, how many likes, how many, followers, how many shares did I get from this? It wasn't about that. It was about really understanding that this continues to happen. And there's so many talented, worthy, amazing products out there that, yes, are made by African American women, but also should appeal to the masses because they didn't exclude anyone. There are products there, including Ami Collet. There are products there for medium skin women. There are products for darker skinned women. There are products that are available for Caucasian women if you want to try the brand. So I don't think she excluded any one facet, but she was clear in her message. She was making this for us because as a woman of color, I can't tell you how many times I've heard the same old speech over and over again, how we don't have products that are made for our skin. We don't have products that keep our tones in mind. We don't have enough of them. Sure, we have a few, but we don't have enough. And so that really excited me about choosing this brand to review because I wanted to let y'all know there were brands out here specifically catered to us. And yet and still, we missed out on the boat. We missed out. So I get it. No, I get it, Kat. You have some thoughts that are contradictory to this. No, don't hold your tongue. Let me know what you feel. You know, we straight shooters out here. I want to know your opinion. I do. I want to know everyone's opinion. What do you feel about it? And how long are we as a beauty community going to keep living these same beauty dreams only to find out they're really beauty nightmares? There really are. They're really beauty nightmares because you love a brand, you want to support the brand, you want to, see the brand do well, and insert any Black owned or Black founded beauty brand. They're all having some kind of trouble. With very few exceptions, they're all having trouble breaking through this invisible glass ceiling that will let you get but so far, but still won't let you achieve the type of success and the type of acknowledgement that others in your field are achieving. It's not. And I think the system is rigged that way for a reason. It's rigged that way because maybe they don't want to see us grow, but for so far. Maybe they want to keep us pigeonholed and in a crab like barrel where we're all just clawing to get to the top. And while we're trying to do that, pulling others down so that we can reach the top of the barrel. Not even knowing that that crab in the barrel theory means that when you get to the top of the barrel, guess what? That means you're going to be the first one cooked. Get into it. Or the first one dead because you're out of your element, you're out of your water. So where you going to land? On the ship, on the floor? Wherever you land, it's not going to be safe for you. Think about that analogy. Wherever you land, if you want to be this crab in a barrel and have that kind of mentality, where are you going to land that's going to be a dream for you? Or will you land somewhere that will become worse than being in that barrel in the first place? Think about it. Think about it. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. Kat says, I love the brands and the products I've tried from them, but it leads me to my first point that I don't think the brand Amicole cared about building a good customer base. Okay, why do you feel that way? Why do you feel that way? Because I might be inclined to agree with you because what happened to her customer base? Like I said, she was winning awards, she was getting kudos from her peers, she was poised and set to really make a showing out here of her brand. Like she was poised to be the next beauty darling. What happened? What happened? Now, understand this. There are other external factors involved in this as well, because you have to always feed the beast. And by the beast, I mean marketing, advertising, promotion. That is an ever reoccurring beast. Every day, I have to think of new ways to feed the beast, whether it's innovative content or a thought provoking idea, something to grab hold of people's attention, because the world has ADD, not just Bella. The world has ADD, and you're only as good as your last big splash. And so, was that partly the reason why people lost interest in Amicole? Did she hit that, like I said, invisible glass ceiling that you don't know you hit until you, ow, bump your head against it? And then you realize, oh, this is as far as I'm going to be able to get to, because her investors that invested in her were not continually investing in her to the point where she didn't have to worry about marketing dollars or tariffs or anything of the like, because she had that infrastructure ready to go. I'm trying to move this camera a little bit over so we don't see my grate over here. It bothers me that I have to do that. Anywho, did that happen? Did we hit a pinnacle of success unbeknownst to all of us that eh, she can't overcome anymore? Because people are like, okay, I've seen it, I've tried it. You know, is it whole hum? Is it not a product that is sustainable? Like, you tried it, you may like it, but other products kind of get your attention more. Was that it? I really would like to know, especially since I don't have a frame of reference because I have not tried any of her complexion products yet. Hi, Karen. Good morning. How are you? Afternoon here, but good morning to you. Um, Kat says, oh, I missed something. Hang on a second. No, I didn't. So Kat says, Ami Collet started her brand on that, but when she got into Sephora, she refused to expand on that. So we had a lot of darker skinned men and women say that Ami's line didn't have shades for them. Okay, well, having gone into her online and not seeing my shade, well, actually seeing my shade, but seeing it sold out. But as I looked at her range, I do see that there's some that are missing. Like for my skin tone, particularly, I can now go into the what's called neutral category, because although I do have some yellow and some green undertones. I can also do neutrals very well, especially the ones that are coming out right now. I can do neutral tones very well. So I didn't really see one that addressed that kind of concern, because there are some that are neutral but are not red, not really green either, not really even yellow, maybe peach, maybe just shy of that yellow green category, that we can probably use to kind of pump up our skin tone. Hey, me and I, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for showing some love. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now that, it's outside season, I've been outside a lot lately. I love to get my vitamin D in. And I've been missing out on some things on Saturday nights because I'll be just busy doing a lot of other stuff. But hey, I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and share it out to your friends and your foes. So all you know, let them know Brown Girl Bella is the place to be to get bellified. Period. Period. Um, Kat says, and at that time, lighter skinned people started really recommending Ami's products. And then she said, I'll never do shades for lighter folks. So she put herself in a corner. Really? Okay, I have to see where that quote is coming from. Wow. I'll say this. I'll say this. There are some who are African American, like truly from Africa, from the motherland, that their parents came over here and they came into this country with different feelings about the Black culture, the Black way of life, quote unquote. And so it's not uncommon to hear some Africans talk about how we are kind of like slaves to the European way of life, and that some women who are fairer skinned are shunned upon because of the fact that they may have more European features than other people of color. I've heard that. I'm not going to, you know, turn a blind eye and say that that's not uncommon. But the sense that I got from her wasn't that. The sense that I got from her was like, I want to do this specifically for my people because we don't have it. And I believe we should. And I'm passionate about making sure that we are represented. So I don't think it came out of a place where she's excluding others. I think it came out of a place where she wanted to include us really in the conversation. Again, I don't know enough to say she didn't have that thought or she didn't have that feeling, but I will say from what I have kind of engrossed myself in thus far on her brand and how she feels about her brand, that she wanted to make sure that we were in the conversation. And that's all we need sometimes, is to be in the conversation. Because even if you are not Black, if you have any kind of melanin to your skin, you should feel that this brand is a representation of you. And if you do not, and you are Caucasian, you should still feel like, well, hey, although I'm not Black, I like what she has to say. I like the products that she has. And I'm going to support her because she is a woman who is trying out here to make a splash for women of color. And I can sympathize and empathize with that. That's all I'm asking. Because less than 1%, and I'm going to break it down to you guys, less than 1% of Black women get funding from angel investors. I'll say it again. Less than 1% of African Americans get angel investment dollars. Now, if you are a Black woman, even less. Even less. We're talking fraction points. So we are already starting with a hand behind our backs because we can't get the funding that our male counterparts and other female business owners can get. We're already at a loss. So then how are we going to feed the beast, as I keep saying? How are we going to continue to battle with these rising tariffs? How are we going to continue to compete with others who have much bigger, stronger, healthier advertising budgets and still make our numbers? Because it's one thing to, get some sales and that's great. But it's another to be in a place where you are competing on an even level with those who are your counterparts. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Came in to say hi. We'll watch the replay. Got to get ready to go to a secret plant show in Vancouver. Ooh, secret plant show. I hope you're vlogging it. I want to hear about a secret plant show. Hey, East Dad, welcome in. Don't forget to tap that notification bell. Hit that like. Subscribe if you have not done so already. Her highlighter stick launch was Vaseline with glitter in it, and it was perceived as an FU to her client base because that's the product she launched to announce her place in Sephora. Wow. Okay, well, I heard about the the highlighter, and I even saw on her site where some people just did not like the highlighter. I did not feel like the highlighter was good. I mean, it didn't catch my eye as something that, oh, I have to get that at all. But then again, oh, please. I do have one of several Pat McGrath highlighters. And remember when these first came out? Everybody was like, well, what the heck is this? Solid Vaseline? But I'll tell you, it has like a beautiful glow to it that even if you didn't use her highlighter, it gives you such a beautiful glow to the skin that it enhances every other thing that it touches. So there's that. But I remember when that came out and folks were like, solid Vaseline. And the other side, some were calling too glittery. I don't think it's glittery at all. I think it has a nice, beautiful, healthy sheen to it that just enhances your skin texture. I mean, it's beautiful. This one that I have is, I believe it's called Golden. Yes, this is the Golden. But I have the bronze, and then I have that one that she did in like that purplish color. Oh my God, so good. And I also have the Cyber Rose, which I guess was her take on the rose gold. I don't like it as much. I don't like it as much, but I still wear it from time to time, and I layer it with some other things so that it doesn't look as glittery as it does in the stick. Like straight out of the stick, it's really, really glittery. Cartwheels out, no problem. ah, you didn't see my good morning ROS comment in time. Oh, yes. Hi, Ray of Sunshine. What's going on? The lightest skin comment, Kat says, comes from a Morgan Turner review when Morgan recommended her products. The comment was eventually deleted after backlash. Ah, okay. I get it. I get it. Trust me, I do. Um, but again, I will say there's a lot that we can do to educate this sister. You know, she's young and she has like a good support team around her. And I did see people try to rally around her. Hey, Brittany! Hey, Brittany, welcome in. It was people like Ohima that led the charge in Ami Collet needs darker shades because her shade range goes very light for being marketed to Black people. Well, remember, we're not a monolith. We come in all shapes, colors, and sizes and skin tones. So I'm not mad at her going from the fairest of the fair to the deepest of the deep, because even the fairest of the fair, trust me, we have trouble. I mean, I'm not the fairest of the fair, but I'm saying we as people who have melanin, we all struggle with trying to find a foundation that matches our unique skin tone. You know, I'm more of a deep um, caramel kind of skin coloring. And I have always joked on this channel that when it comes to finding shades for me, like the only thing they know to say is some kind of nut. So I've been a hazelnut, I've been a chestnut, I've been a walnut, I've been a pecan. Like I can literally line up all of my foundations and you'll see each one has a different kind of nut. And I made that joke on my channel for years. I'm always some kind of nut. But that's the descriptors that they can say, the only descriptors, I should say, that they can say for us. You can't describe us any other kind of way? No, because you don't take the time to study and understand the richness of our tones. So, of course, you're just going to go with status quo. And whatever other people say we are, you're going to go on the bandwagon and do that as well. He's dead. He's dead. So he going cartwheel out. These are similar to all these are similar to these at all, Shannon. It's literally flaky glitter in a clear base. Okay. Like I said, I did see some people complain about it even on her website. And when I saw it, I was like, nah, I'm not going to put that on my cart because I just didn't feel like that was a color that I needed to have in my collection. So she said, no amount of blending or technique can fix. Ooh, ouch, ouch. Brittany says, it's been too long. I keep forgetting when you go live. I need to create a list. Yeah, I know. I keep saying that too. I need to create a list of when everybody goes live, so that we can, go and support each other. Because it's hard out here for us pimps. It's hard out here for us pimps. And Kat says, I can only repeat what Ohima said, but even Ohima was very positive about where the brand could be. Yeah, maybe she needs some advisors. Maybe she needs to start like an influencer team so that, she can hear from us directly how we feel about her brand and be open and receptive to that too, because there's a fine balance. Like, you could give your opinions and say what you feel about how her brand makes you feel, or how her brand is perceived out there, and sort of give them the 411. But it's also about how you say it too. All right. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. And some people are very blunt and are very harsh with their criticism of African American brands, but will give a pass to a European brand in a minute. We'll give many passes to a European brand in a minute. So, I kind of take some of that with a grain of salt too, because I feel like, yeah, okay, you say that about this brand, but when this brand comes out with something equally as bad or sucky or as lame, you don't criticize them nearly as much. Not nearly as much as you do some other brands. And maybe because they're smaller, maybe because, you feel like they're not in par with some of the other brands that you know and that you use, that you can just feel like you can say whatever because it doesn't matter. But it does. What you say matters. How you show up matters. And so, getting back to how long we're going to continue living this beauty dream. Um, Someone had asked me that about my brand a long time ago. Like, you're doing this, and I've been doing this for a few years now, almost a decade. And I've gotten, some modicum of success. I've had videos go viral. I've had brand deals where they actually paid me for doing things for them. And depending on the brand and how I feel about the brand and whether I want to or not, I will still take on occasions some earned placements. So I would do something for the chance to review a product if I really am passionate about the product, or I was going to get it anyway. So this just helps me keep a little bit more money in my pocket and also review a brand I was going to review anyway. So I do that from time to time, but it's always been my choice whether or not I do that. And the moment it stops being my choice is probably the moment I will stop doing YouTube and do this beauty thing altogether. I want to always be me. When I come on here and I present something to you, I'm telling you about a product and I'm passionate about this industry, and I always want it to come off to you all as me being excited about presenting you something new. Yes, right, Nightbot. Nightbot, you on duty too? All right, go Nightbot. He said, don't forget to thumbs up this stream. Tell a friend, tell a foe, to all you know, BGB is the place to be, honey. And that's it. And period. And period. That part. Today, I said, we're going to do some sparkle. Okay? And this is a Pat McGrath palette, one of her cardboard that we all kind of like. Cardboard? Okay, I'm not going to put we in it. I know I did. I was a snob when she first started doing this. I was like, cardboard? What's she giving us cardboard for? We don't do no cardboard. Pat? What is this? But again, if you want your dream to take flight and you want to get your brand growing amongst all audiences, not just those who love the fanciness and the luxuriousness of her black lacquer beveled mirror palettes with all the beautiful shades contained within. You got to also accept the fact that she can do a cardboard palette and it still looks as beautiful. It still looks as beautiful. Now I was going to get that Luminous Legends one that is on sale at Nordstrom's. But as I was going back to my cart, because I don't like to make impulse buys now, especially when I'm trying to be very mindful about the things that I put in my cart and the things I purchase, because I want to enhance my collection, not just collect a bunch of things that's going to be sitting in my drawers or on my shelves that I don't touch. Trying to do that. Doesn't always work, but I try anyway. And so when I went back to my cart, I was like, I have so many of these cardboard with these beautiful, beautiful shades in it that I seldom use. So let me go and pull some of those out and use that. Because if I really want it, trust me, Pat will have a bulk sale. Pat will have somebody else do a sale on that same palette, and I can get it then. I don't need to rush out and get it. Hold, please. Whew. Those who suffer from allergies, let me know how y'all doing, because I have re-recorded so many videos lately because I sneezed through half of it. It's going down, honey. This allergy season this year is no joke. They coming to get us. This global warming ain't no joke. Look at that. So I just used two colors, believe it or not, with the added Danessa Myricks purple liner that I used underneath my waterline. Just these two right here. This one I used first all over, and then I used this as my spotlight on my lid. And that's it. No muss, no fuss. Hey, Lucy. Hey, Lucy. Got some splaining to do. Where you been, girl? Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Um, let's see. Kat says, also, it's worth noting that Ami started marketing lighter skinned people towards the end, especially with the concealer launch. Okay, let me tell you about that concealer launch, because that was another product that I had in my cart. And when it came time to check it out, poof, gone, gone, gone from her site. And then the same thing happened to my Sephora cart. And so I was like, well, dang. Like, my first thought was, okay, now that they know that she's going out of business in September, are people like rushing to like buy her stuff? That was my first thought. But then my second thought was, she did mention that she's having trouble with like all of these tariffs and marketing budgets and things of the like being such a hindrance to her growing her brand. So maybe she's just clearing off the rest of her inventory. And so it's not the fact that she's gotten a lot of people now buying her stuff, which still may be true, but they're buying stuff that's already in inventory. So they're buying out her inventory, which now that I'm giving it some more thought, that may actually be the real catalyst for a lot of her things going. Kat says, but I think the overwhelming sentiment and the one that I've shared about Ami Collet is that we always have to meet her in her ways whenever where she never meets the customers. Okay, so we have to meet her, but she never meets the customers. Again, I don't have any skin in this game because I don't know. But as I did say before, there are some Africans who have that kind of stance. Like, you need to be where I am. I don't need to cater to you. You need to just buy my products. You need to cater to me. So some have that attitude. Some do have that attitude. I'm not going to lie and say there's nobody that feels that way that are African. But again, do we dole the baby out with the bathwater because she made some missteps? If that's the case, there are a lot of people that we should be lining up to throw out because they made missteps. A lot more than just Ami Collet. But how long are we going to continue to support these brands, support ourselves, do this beauty content thing or beauty review thing, a beauty news thing, whatever your thing is, before we say, you know what? I've had enough. I've had enough. You're going to regret not getting the Luminous Legends Queen. It's so good. Look, it's $22, so I can still throw it in my cart. I can still throw it in. But I'm trying to understand why I didn't get it when it first came out. Because I'm usually the first one running to buy this, whatever it is from Pat McGrath. But I haven't bought her spray. And I actually went into a Sephora store recently and I didn't buy anything. And I saw Pat McGrath's spray. And I saw Patrick Starr's spray too. And that's the other spray that I wanted to get. But I walked out and I didn't get anything. It was hot and I was like miserable. I looked at the line was long. I was like, oh, I'm over this. I'll get it online. So that's what I'll do. So maybe I will, Kat. Maybe I'll go and get it. Like I said, it's $22. What the heck? Just get it. But yeah, the colors didn't appeal to me. Like I feel like I can dupe every color that's in there with what I have. So it wasn't like, oh man, I gotta get this. Yeah, yeah. So you're watching while you get ready. Yes, that's what I do with most of you guys. Your antibiotics. Oh, I'm hoping. I'm hoping I don't have a bout of bronchitis. Thank you, bless me. Thank you. Um, Ray says I tried to fight it. Too many headaches and couldn't tell if it was high blood pressure or allergies. Oh wow, you have high blood pressure, man. I've always been good with my blood pressure, even with the diabetes. My blood pressure has always been really good. Okay, so now I can share with you what I've been using on the low low. This is the Fenty Beauty Bright, and the name of it is called Bright Fix Instant Brightening Blurring Powder. I have the box here. Don't think I know how to say all these long names because I don't. But it's in the shade 04 Peach. And babes, when I tell you, when I use this, first of all, it locks in my makeup without it looking overly powdery. You know how, some powders, finishing powders, especially ones that say that they're brightening, they are too bright. And so you get flashback when you're taking pictures and whatnot. I'm going to tell you, I've taken many pictures with this. Y'all just didn't know. And my skin looks like it's filtered. And I love that it comes with this little sponge. I've used it once just to demonstrate it, but here's the sponge. And, it's got a little nice cushion to it, but you can take it and use it on the go because it has a mirror and it has the color and then the pouch. So adorable. But what I love, like I said, is that it brightens without being too bright. This peach was the perfect shade for me. And so thank you, Fenty Beauty, for sending me this. I really appreciate it. And I love it. I think it is a fantastic powder to my collection. And I believe they have 4 shades. 4 shades. I'll leave the link in the description box. And you can see for yourself if peach is right for you or if you need another shade. But I love it. I love it. I could not put it down since I got it. Thanks for sharing in such details, Kat. I'm learning a lot from this community. Yes, thank you. Thank you. That is true. I feel like we need to support others consistently and not wait for something tragic to finally show up. WOC brands. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Pat McGrath has a spray, and it's like a glow spray. It's kind of what she should have came out with when she did that whole runway thing, where she, made these models into like porcelain dolls, because she had like this glow all over the face that you had to like put on and then use a hair dryer to like dry it down, and then you had to use another layer for the runway show. And then she tried to duplicate that with a product. First of all, she was late with that, so that annoyed me and probably a lot of other people. I'm gonna put on a bold lip today. Yeah, I have some bold eyeshadow on as well, but today I feel like I'll give you a bold lip. This is Westman Atelier's LFG. Mmm. Mmm. And did I tell y'all I tried to pull this bullet out, this lipstick bullet? It does come out, so I can get refills. So I'm so happy about that because, honey, this component was $50. I got it during the Sephora sale, so I didn't pay $50 for it, which I believe if you want to try this formula, because it's a beautiful formula, you should wait until I had to plug that little fan in because the battery ran out, and immediately like flames started coming out. And y'all don't want me to spontaneously combust on here. Yeah, so she waited too long, came out with this product that mimicked what she did on the runway, but nobody wants to look like that in real life. You know this, Pat. Nobody wants to look like they stepped off a runway with a porcelain doll look. Like, we want something wearable. We want something, yes, it could be a little edgy, but we need to wear this out in the street with like people around. And we can't do that. And I like to glow just like everybody else, but I'm not going to be out here looking like a oil slick. So that came out, kind of fizzled out. And then she just came out with this spray. And the spray's been out, I think, since the beginning of this year. Y'all keep me honest. I think it was out in the beginning of this year. And although I saw it and I immediately wanted to get it, like I said, I've been so like hesitant to grab onto things. This is my LYS Natural Beauty. So this one, I know that was a whole lot, but it feels so good. And I've been popping this in the skincare fridge, so it's nice and cool too. So I just let it like do its thing and um, dry down. Let me grab my fan, help it out a little bit, and help me out. But I find that this spray does a great job of keeping my glow. See, I don't have. Uh-oh. Had a little dot there from the spray. I might not have shaken it up all the way, but it didn't leave anything else. Good. So I've been using this, popping it in the skincare fridge. I'm almost out. So I figured when I am totally out of this, because I am an LYS affiliate, my code is always down there in the description box. Another Black owned company. Tish is doing a damn thing. And, she also utilizes her influencers. She hears what we have to say and she listens. She also has her ear to the street as well. She's Atlanta based, so the Atlanta beauties are going to be telling her what tea is. And so she always comes out with great, clean products that everyone can enjoy. So I've seen a lot of my contemporaries on this beauty space review LYS products, and I haven't heard anybody like complain or say anything bad about her line. And I have everything from her complexion products to her blushes. I have her blush on now. I use her concealer. I've used a lot of products from her, and I truly, truly enjoy that she always kind of keeps her ear to the ground and comes up with things that, wow, like, okay, like we knew inherently that we should have that product, but now that you brought it to the surface, I'm like, yes, I need that. I need that. Same with this, the LYS Natural Finish Skin Loyalty Spray. I was like, I have a lot of sprays. Like, what's the difference in this? And the difference is if you want a glowy look, and I love a glowy look for the summer, this gives you that without it going over into oil slick land. And it lasts for a long time. It lasts for a long time. The one thing I will say though, I need a travel size of this. I need a travel size because when I travel, especially during the summertime, I want to have like the same type of glow while I'm on vacation. So we need to get a travel size, Tish. I'm gonna write to her and let her know I need a travel size, boo. Let me get that travel size. But I love that. But yeah, I need to take some allergy pills. Yeah, I need to take some allergy pills because I'm going through it. I'm going through it. I know they keep it at bay at times. Yeah. Hey, Anna, stopping in for a quick hello. Hello, boo. Thank you so much for coming. Kat says, also, as I said, I love Amico Lay and the products I've tried and acknowledged from that brand. I just don't think she gave the non-beauty critic people a reason to stay with the brand. Listen, I believe in keeping it a buck. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Straight shooter, poop pow, poop pow. No holes back. No holes back. I get it. I get it, sis. I'm not going to dissuade you at all because I've had many of experiences with brands that I will say were less than stellar. And I felt like you're not understanding what we need. You're just trying to make a quick buck. And so I'm never going to say to anybody, you're wrong, because everybody's entitled to how they feel and their opinion. That's where I think she went wrong. Yeah. If listen, and that is a total game changer because the quickest way to turn people off of your brand is to act like you don't care or act like you're just placating them and not really delving into what they need. That's why I said some of the smartest brands that I know that are really doing a great job today, listen to the people that support them. And they not only listen to it, but they take their advice to heart. And I always say, listen, if you got an idea for me, if you want me to do something else or something different or try something new, let me know. I'm always open. My door is always open to you to let me know how you feel about certain things because you always want to be learning, you always want to be growing, you always want to be doing different things. And I try my best to kind of bring you something different to the table, something new to the table. Doesn't always work. Sometimes it works wonderfully. Sometimes it don't work at all. So the thing is to keep trying. The way to live your beauty dreams is to keep that hope alive, keep that fire burning, keep striving for what you want to do. My biggest thing is being consistent. I have, a lot of things going on, and there are a lot of things that I want to do, but I just don't have the time to do everything that I want to do. And so I'm really trying to make a concerted effort to at least be consistent on my social media. So always try to give you something new, whether it is a beauty tip or news or product launches that I've got my eye on, or just these types of conversations here where we're just talking about the beauty industry as a whole and how much we're going to take of this. I say even in this economy, even with unemployment being as high as it is and people losing their jobs left, right, and center, the two things that have really not gone flat are liquor and makeup. And I'm not just talking like makeup, like lipstick, eyeliner, mascara, all of that stuff. I'm talking about skincare in that realm too. I'm talking about hair care in that realm too. I'm talking about body cleansers in that realm too. Like anything having to do with beauty, it's not completely flat. There are some bumps. People are still buying these products. They are still supporting these brands. So you can still live out your beauty dreams. You can still do a good job of reporting news or talking about different techniques or different things that you may want to do with your makeup look and not have to feel like you have to expend all of this money and cost to live out your beauty dreams. So that's basically, what I want to say. And like I said in the beginning, if I feel like that is switched, if I feel like I am compromising who I am and what I believe in and what I stand for, instead of doing that, I'm kind of like riding the wave of other people or feeling like I'm selling myself out for a check. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there because that's not being true to who I am. That's not living up to that angel baby butterfly right there and what she told me she wanted me to do with Brown Girl Bella. If I'm not doing that, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. And if you feel like you have to chase a dollar, you have to compromise who you are, you have to feel like you are sacrificing something in order to get to where you're going, then this is not the place for you. This is not the place for you. Because in the end, I promise you, you won't feel good about it. You may get success, you may even get money, but will you feel good about what you're doing? Or will you feel like that crab in a barrel that's scratching to the surface, only to find out there's nothing there for you once you reach the top? Something to think about. All right, babes. Let's see what you are saying here in the comments. Thanks for going to a plant show. Uh, that was done with a face mask. She released that face mask eventually. Yeah. Year later, she released the face mask, and I didn't want it by then. No, I don't want that. But that spray I may get. That spray I may get. I am going to get it because I want to try it alongside the Patrick Star one and see which one is best. Like I want to spray one side with Pat, one side with him, and see who has the better spray. I was more myself after my nap yesterday and ended up going to a friend's and I enjoyed it. Yeah, go outside, boo. Go outside. This is the outside season. So yeah, even my hermit butt goes outside. Uh, Ray Sunshine says, "Okay, Bella, thanks for letting me know. Oh, your look So good. You're cute with and without. It's a playful look. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to be a little bold today, but still have that great summer vibe. And leave it to Pat to give me something that gives me a little bit of that smoke show and still feel summery, still feel vibrant, still feel like, I can kick it with the girls, wear my little summer dress and kick it, or I could put on my denim shorts and a um, tank top and still kick it. You know what I mean? Like it's very versatile. And then that pop of color with the lips, we love, we love. Oh, hold please, because yesterday, yeah, it's yesterday. Yesterday, I used this lip color by Tom Ford. I know after we're talking all this stuff about black owned brands, I'm putting up these European brands, but I use some black brands too, so don't get twisted. And I was able to get that new formula from Ami Collet, her lip balm. So that's coming this week. So I'm going to use this on top. Yes. Come on, Thomas. Come on, Thomas Ford for the win. Come on, Sir Thomas. Give me some gloss. Yes. Because this is a matte formula, which I failed to mention. But this is a matte formula. So if you want some gloss, you want some shine, get a gloss and put it on. Works beautifully. Works beautifully. You love the lippy? Thank you. I agree with Karan. People who love you deep. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. And it's so funny because you get like your family and your friends, and you're like, watch my YouTube, follow me, watch me, da 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 da. And it be your newfound family, right? Your beauty enthusiasts, your lovers of luxury makeup that will really ride with you throughout it all. Yes. Not an oil slick. Yes, girl, oil slick. It's more than oil slick. It probably is much more. Nice. Refrigerate for your cosmetics. Yeah. I started doing that with my lipsticks too because it's so hot in here, and I really do need to get like one of those tower fans. That's going to be the next thing that I get from Amazon. So definitely gonna get that. Yes, yes. Reasonable prices. They're great products. They're vegan, they're paraben free. And our next Sunday Sips, I'm gonna be talking about all these like buzzwords that are supposed to be like, oh, bad, 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 bad stuff. Because I feel like we all say it, but how many people educate you on what those terms really mean? So next week, I'm going to break that down for you guys and tell you what these things really mean. I love when I do those because I can get really nerdy and really dive into these things. But I feel like I owe you that. Hey, Lock Maiden, what's going on? All my beauties are up in here today. Yes, yes, yes. I just heard the Ami Collet news yesterday. I will miss them. Yeah, yeah. I admit, like, I'm sorry to see her go, but maybe there's time. Maybe there's time. You never know. Somebody could come up and say, "Hey, I believe in your brand. Let me help you. Let me pick up the mantle. Let me help you get to that next level." Doors aren't closed yet. Yes, 100%. Hey, Lock. I don't think I've ever tried anything from Ami Collet. Yeah, so same here. So I got her new lip balm. So if you want, there's only two colors available. because the color I originally put in my Sephora cart, that was gone too. So I was scrambling trying to just put stuff in there that wasn't sold out because my whole cart was filled with amicole and everything was gone. So I just put like the lip balm in there, and then I'm gonna try to, add some more things to it later. Yeah, I want to try the mascara too. I think I'll get that next. Yeah, try the mascara. The mascara is legendary. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Speak on it, Shannon. You know I am. You know I am. I wear lash apply, so I don't wear much mascara. Yeah, that's right. That's true. But try the balm. Try the lip balm. It's still worth the try. It's really that good. Dang, I feel like you should have told me that, Kat. Now I gotta go back and add that back to my card. Love you in your channel for this, Shannon. Thank you so much. Yeah, watch the replay lot. I try not to invest in products that are getting discontinued on my channel if people can't get it anymore. I get that. I only tried their mascara thanks to Sun and I love it. Okay. I feel like Sun should have told me. Beautiful makeup look. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful summery look. Thank you. I appreciate that. Love the look. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Aw. Hearts, 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 hearts. I love it. Thank you. I love on my teeth. See, that's what I hate. Cause I'm always loading it up. And then thank you, honey. I'm always loading it up with lip gloss. And then I feel like I got lipstick on my teeth. Thank you for telling me. I'm good now. Good, good, good. Costco Seville Tower fan is my favorite. Okay, I gotta get something. I gotta get something because I am roasting. Great live. Thank you, boo. I'll see you on yours. 3 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern time. I'm there. I'm there. Live is so fun. Thank you. All right, babes. Until next time. I got through all of the comments. Yay. Look at me. Until next time, you have now been bellified. Keep it luxe, ladies. And I'll see you back here soon. Bye, guys. And bye, my cloud cuties. Until next time. Ugh.